Hello, this is Seamus in 7MYW. I'm at Vancouver Lake Park in Vancouver, Washington this morning. It's almost afternoon, but today I decided to do a couple of things. First thing I was going to do, and this is on a previous video, is to get out the Yaesu VX3R Dual, do a little bit of HF work on portable and mobile if possible. And secondly, I wanted to focus on a radio that I've had for quite a long time. And that is the Yaesu VX3R. The VX3R is, it's an older radio. This radio here was, I'd say I probably bought this in 2008 or 2009. This particular model is a small little thing. It's a thin little dual band radio. This particular model will cover 2 meters in 440, and output when you use the internal battery is 1.5 watt on 2 meters and 1 watt on 70 centimeters. I can't remember how many memories, but I believe it's about 200 memories. You use this little potentiometer at the top here. This dial up here will control not only the volume, but it'll control going through all of the memories. As you can see, it's cycling through some of the repeaters, the local repeaters. Volume on it's always been very, very loud. It's a wonderful little radio. Takes a very small battery, which doesn't last a super long period of time, but then again, this particular radio was meant to be concealed in your pocket and taken with you, and an easy dual bander to always have out and about. If you hook it up to your DC power supply, it will do 3 watts on 2 meters, and it'll do 2 watts on 70 centimeters. I think it was a good value for when I purchased it. It's been a long time, and I know I have the receipt in the box and everything that goes with it, but I seem to recall paying about $195 for this back in 2008 or 2009. The machines, it's really easy to key up the local machines, and as you can tell, that's no problem in pulling that up. And 7MYW testing and clear. So it's a good little model. They didn't make a lot of these, from what I'm understanding. And seeing the prices on eBay lately for how much people are willing to pay for this kind of amazes me. I've seen upwards of $400 and $500 for this. I can't understand that, but there are people who just want one of these. So it does come with the standard battery pack. They also make a AA pack, and this is the size of the battery. It's actually a photo battery. It's a very tiny little thing. But they do make a AA pack, which allows you to put 3 AA's alkalines into it, so it'll always have a power source. I wanted to make this video because it's a radio that I don't use very often, but I might use more often now because it's so easy to just slip into your pocket and take with you. It does take an SMA antenna. So a lot of the newer ones, I think it was one of the first ones to start really getting into using SMAs on handhelds. It does have an early, I believe that's a Wires X, a very early Wires X capability back then. Here again, I could be wrong on that, but I really should sit down and go through the manual for this thing. But it's a good radio, and I have to admit, after all these years of it sitting around, I think it'll get a little bit more use. And maybe get used out on the bands a little bit more. Never did come with a belt clip. Always put it into a separate carrying case that I had to buy separately. But it's a good little radio. So if you are in the market for one of these, you might be able to find a good deal. I don't see them up very often. So that's what I wanted to bring out today. So I'm going to go ahead and close this video. But thank you for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you can. And we'll see what I can come up with on my next video. I'm thinking of another handheld. Maybe you can put in the comments below what you'd like to see, if you'd like to see a handheld or an HF rig or something else. 73s from N7MYW.